Hey everyone, Steve Sudley here at Foreign Cars Italia. We're in our beautiful showroom in Greensboro, North Carolina, and we've got something really special to show you today. We actually have one of the very first 296 Challenge cars to be delivered in the United States right here. This particular car is for our driver, David Veronin, who was runner-up in the Ferrari Challenge Series last year in Copa Shell. So this is his brand new car, ready to go for the 2024 season. And we'll take a look at two different cars here. We've got a 296 GTB and the 296 Challenge car, and we're going to take a look at some of the differences between the two cars, but we'll also look at the similarities. Basically, the 296 GTB, a race car for the street. So the first thing that you're going to notice right away between the two cars is the 296 Challenge car has a completely different front end. This is the first new Challenge car since the 488. The 488 came out in 2017, the 296 here in 2024. The 488 car, probably one of its bigger problems was that it was a little bit of an understeering car. So in the 296, they put a lot of aerodynamics down here in the front. This car actually has about 850 kilograms more downforce than the 488 did. So this was a really great start at the front of the car. You can see between the 296 GTB, this particular car has a Ferrari package on it, which has the really nice spoiler on the front. This also has that front treatment here. You can see that the spoiler actually extends out beyond the front wheel. That is to maximize that width and maximize the airflow as it goes around the front of the car, really giving it lots of downforce on that front splitter. One of the complaints on the 488 was that the front wheels and the front tires were a little bit undersized on that race car for what was really needed. They tended to go to the 296 and they fixed that problem. As you can see the difference between the two, this is a factory fender. So the front tire width on the race car is much wider, coming out almost flush with the fender, whereas the street tire is tucked in a little bit. So this really gives the front end of the 296 Challenge car a lot more grip compared to what they had with the 488. As we continue to move back towards the backs of the cars, you see the center sections of these two cars. The doors are exactly identical. This door has a Lexan insert in it, and the insides have been taken out of the door and then covered with a carbon fiber panel, obviously to reduce the weight that's in this car. But the roof, the front fenders, doors, mirrors, and these rear fenders are both the same on both the race car and the street car. So the biggest difference between the race car and the street car 296 is that the race car, the 296 Challenge car, does not have the hybrid system that the street car does. So in the engine bay, it's the same internal combustion engine, a twin turbo V6, 120 degrees V6 that's in the same as what's in the GTB. But the difference is this one has been increased in horsepower to 690 horsepower out of a twin turbo V6, whereas the street car and its internal combustion engine is right at 630 horsepower. But the street car also has a hybrid electric assist, which then gives it a total of 830 horsepower in the 296 GTB. So more horsepower, however, this car is lighter. Because it does not have the hybrid system, it's about 150 kilograms less in weight than the street car just from the hybrid system alone. As we go to the rear of the car, the other noticeable difference you see is this whole back section. Completely redesigned. Again, you have a lot of heat coming from this race car engine, so this mesh here is there to let that heat escape. Obviously, we have this sort of swan neck rear wing that goes on, and the diffuser. The diffuser itself is similar to the diffuser on the street car, but we're seeing this little fin, this little extension here, again, trying to give more downforce to the back of the car in race trim to work effectively with this big rear wing that's on the car. Dual exhaust at the back, whereas the street car has the single center mounted exhaust on the street. The street car has a deployable rear spoiler, whereas the race car has this fixed spoiler on the back with the swan neck attachment. So the biggest difference between the challenge car and the street car is this dashboard right here. This tells you all of your traction control settings, your ABS settings, what gear you're in, but most importantly, it's going to show you your time differences, lap times, and where your predicted times are going to be. Everything that's on this steering wheel pretty much is on the same things as what's in the street car. You have your air conditioning, you have your wipers, everything. They're just in a different location in here compared to the street car. The other biggest difference, there is no rear view mirror on this car. This camera and this screen is what you see as a rear view mirror for the back of the car. You can see that it has a built-in roll cage that is extremely safe. Race cars can be pretty safe on the racetrack when you have the proper equipment. This has a 5-point harness. It does have some netting systems that are in here for safety, fire extinguisher, everything that you need for a proper race car safety. So there you are. We have the difference between the 296 Challenge car and the 296 GTB. The 296 Challenge car is anticipated to be 3 to 4 seconds a lap faster than the preceding car, the 488 Challenge. So it's a perfect car for drivers that want to get into the Ferrari racing lifestyle. You know, racing is a big part of the Ferrari brand, whether it's Formula One or Le Mans or Ferrari Challenge. And all of its clients can be part of that Ferrari family. You're no different than Charles Leclerc. And you could be a Ferrari driver in this car right here. It's a lifestyle. We love being at the racetrack. We love hanging out with all of our clients and beautiful race cars like this. So stop by Foreign Cars Italia, see me, Steve Sudler, and I'll be able to sit down and talk to you about how you can be involved in the lifestyle of racing with Ferrari.